Hello and welcome to Free FPC News. This is the part of the week where we give you all the news in comic books and all that crap. I'm Alex.
I'm Tom.
So, I'll start with the news this week, and I've already cocked up the intro, but I'm not going to fucking redo it, because we redo it every time we record, so...
Everything always goes wrong. Let's just carry on. Let's do it.
Right. DC has hired two writers to write two separate scripts for an Aquaman film. One is Will Beall, who wrote Gangster Squad, and one is Kurt Johnstad, who wrote 300.
The new Lego Batman trailer shows new characters and environments that you can play through.
Arrow episode 50 has got a name which is Identity of the Magician, alluding to Zatanna, and the big bad has got his character description, which is Ra's al Ghul.
The official Ant-Man photo has been released, which is Paul Rudd standing there looking dramatic.
We got a possible first look at a stormtrooper from Star Wars episode 7.
We have some leaked set images from the Ant-Man film.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers has officially got a release date of the July 22nd, 2016.
Oh dear. And photos from the set of Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice have been released and show people doing stuff.
Winter Soldier has got a MCU redesign, so they made him to look like the films. And then I've got one more. Have you got?
I'm done. I'm out of here.
Well, we got the saddest one, and that's the death of poor Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Which we're not going to discuss because it's too sad.
It is sad.
So obviously we normally discuss two pieces of news. So Tom, do you want to start us with your bit of news that we can talk about?
Okay, I'll go first then. The Rock, or Dwayne Johnson, is having trouble deciding whether or not he's going to play Black Adam or Shazam in the upcoming film. What do you think he should be? 'Cause
Black Adam.
I think he'd fit Black Adam better.
So do I. He says the Black Adam is his actual favourite character. So I'd rather see him play that as well, because if you like the character, then you're going to play it better, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, yeah, I agree. If he's a fan of the series, though, I think he could play a good Shazam, but I just think he'd do better as a Black Adam. I feel like he would. The thing is, if he was Shazam, who would they cast him as a child? How could you get child Dwayne Johnson?
Don't know.
There's a question for you. That's what? God, go on.
I just don't know who to
I think I've broken you. I've broken you with this question.
You have, but to be fair, I don't try to find out who child actors are. I think if I start Googling children, I might get some phone calls and knocks on my door.
Maybe. Alright, I didn't think this through.
But yeah, I'd rather see him play Black Adam, because I don't know, I just feel he'd fit it better. But the problem you get with that is The Rock, you don't hire him to be a villain, you hire him to be the hero. And that's what I get.
Yeah. Thing is, now if he does go as Black Adam again, I'm wondering then who they put as Shazam, because they're pretty equally matched, aren't they? To be fair.
Yeah.
Like physique wise. I don't know.
Mark Wahlberg.
This is raising. Yeah, exactly. I was thinking that because they just had a film together, and Mark Wahlberg buffed up so much for it. That's the only person I can think of.
Yeah, but could you imagine Shazam with that accent?
Oh my god, actually, that would be so fucking annoying. It's the voice. I like Mark Wahlberg as an actor, but his voice for Shazam is not... He hasn't got a superhero voice. He's like a little bit whiny.
Yeah, I would try and do the imitation of it, but no, not going to.
I don't think I could do it justice, to be fair.
It's a Bostonian accent, but it's... I don't know, it just wouldn't work, him saying the word Shazam. So...
that would be terrible.
That would not be appealing. I'd have faith they'd find someone whether they go like into the Expendables cast, because the Expendables 3 has a couple of new people who are younger actors, and one of them is big, and he could get bigger, and could maybe do the role in a less speaking place, more beating people up.
Screw it, I think they should go with Sylvester Stallone.
Terry Crews.
Yeah, that wouldn't work. Let's not have him as Shazam at all, ever.
Yeah, I agree. But shall we move on to our
let's
piece?
Move on. I think we have more on the second piece.
Right, our last bit of the week is two gameplay videos were released for the new Assassin's Creed Rogue game, which is the second Assassin's Creed game we're getting this year, but this one's going to be on the last... do we call them last gen or current gen now?
Current, last, one of them? Last.
On the 360 and PS3.
Yeah, I'll just go with that.
I'm not sure if it's on PC, but I imagine it will be at some point.
I think it is on PC, yeah.
Alright. But yeah, we got two gameplay videos. One was the naval combat and one was the land combat. Naval combat, we got a few new systems being put in. It's got you can charge up into a ram now, which I like, because I always felt like when you rammed someone in 4, it felt very slow and kind of ineffective.
I think when you looked at like the damage bar though, and saw that like half of their health would go, just like, even though it seemed slow, it actually did do the damage. Yeah,
I imagine the damage will be the same, but it just gives it that little extra something, because it just felt slow, and it didn't feel like it was doing much, even though it was. It didn't feel like anything was happening when you did it.
I felt really bad that travel speed always felt really slow, because they tried their best to like make the boat thing as quick as possible, and I was just like sat there 8,000 whatever away, just like, I'll just go on my phone while I'm waiting.
I'll just put on the sea shanties and just let it go. Just started singing along.
Oh god. Oh no, that means more sea shanties.
I've got to have sea shanties. Sea shanties are awesome.
They were, but how many more can you have? If it's
I only collected like 5, so they're all going to be new to me.
Oh, I collected all of them. I collected all of them and know exactly none of them.
I could remember maybe one, which I'm not going to sing. But, yeah, what other weapons were there? There was instead of like in Assassin's Creed 4, you'd flung barrels out the back of your ship. This time you just put flaming oil out of it, so if they're chasing you, you burn them a bit, as instead of exploding.
Because I think that would be just as effective as the barrels, because they still have to go towards it. But I think they have a bigger target to hit than like a little barrel.
Yeah, definitely. And it feels like with the barrels, it's just like you could just shoot them out the way. With a little oil fire, they can't.
Yeah. They just kind of haven't got a choice but to go through it or like try and stop.
Yeah. I think the biggest difference we're getting in the naval stuff is the fact or just in the game in general, is it's based more towards the Arctic like areas. So it's a lot of snow, and they've put something on the front of your ship which allows you to break through ice, but you have to unlock that later in the game, which allows you to break through the ice as you're travelling on your ship. You play as an Irish assassin.
Okay.
I think his name's Shay, and whilst you're on your ship, you'll be joined from Haytham, who people will know from Assassin's Creed 3 as Connor's dad.
So many people.
Yeah, and basically you're a Templar hunting down assassins. But when it comes to the naval combat, except for those few minor changes, it just looks the exact same.
As far as I know, though, everybody pretty much hated Haytham. Actually, everyone pretty much hated that game.
Yeah.
It was the mix of Haytham and Connor, because Connor was meh at best.
Connor was a whiny little bitch.
He was meh. He was a very meh, whiny little bitch.
Yeah.
And Haytham was just like an asshole.
I didn't see why they felt the need to give us like the first third of the fucking game as Haytham.
It was... I don't know, actually. I haven't got a clue. Because even with Black Flag, when you're Edward Kenway, there's no real like connection to it except like the little scene at the end, like the post-credit scene.
Yeah.
And that's it, really. So it was pointless having like another little lineage.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope they change this.
Yeah, I hope they kind of like leave it behind now. Like obviously we've said before that we just want them to. The Desmond story is over. Give us a new character to fill that role.
Or bring back Desmond from the dead. But I want them to do what they did with 1 and 2 and like skip characters completely. Leave the family lineage behind. I like what they're doing with Unity, actually.
Yeah.
I like that. Don't connect it to the other characters so they're meeting like by chance.
Yeah, I agree. But what else really is there to say about that naval combat other than it's the same?
You've got the machine guns. Guns instead of the swivel guns, so you can now shoot the targets quicker.
Yeah, and it's also free aim, so instead of you having to hold down the button and then release it or something to fire, it's just...
I quite like that, because it was like the lazy approach. So while you're trying to steer the boat around several different boats, it's just like, yep, hold this, hold this, hold this, hold this.
You try and do a fucking 6-point turn whilst you're trying to shoot in a ship.
How the fuck do you do a 6-point turn in a boat?
Yep.
Just go in a circle. What are you're driving your boat wrong, man.
I'll take your advice on board, not with my ship lessons. The second video was a land gameplay video as well. This looks again very similar to the previous couple of games where you enter a fort and you have to kill someone, but the way it is now is you're killing an assassin. So first of all, his guards are like, some of them are in bushes and that, which you have to like detect using your eagle vision and then jump on them before they get to jump on you. And then whilst you're chasing the assassin, he can use all the old tricks like smoke bombs and blowing up things by your feet and all that, and runs away, and you have to re-find him using like... Did you ever play the Assassin's Creed multiplayer?
Yes.
No, that little circle on the bottom where you're close to your target?
Yeah.
You have that as you're doing your thing.
Oh, okay.
Like trying to find the assassin when you've lost him. So... Because he will be hiding places.
I have a query. That I always thought that the eagle vision was like special to that DNA lineage. I thought the assassins got different techniques, which is why it made Altair and Ezio and all that special. Indeed.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
You've broken me twice in this one bloody news episode.
I'm sorry.
A couple new things to the assassin is the fact he has a rifle, which I don't think is a one-shot reload, which we haven't had previously. Apart from with Ezio's wrist gun, which I felt was kind of cheap.
I liked that. I liked the I like the fact words. I like the fact that you had to go get little bits of paper to upgrade your weapons. I liked that, and the fact that they brought in the little like hand cannon before it was actually like a thing. Because now we're into the age of guns. There's going to be guns, but that was like an innovation from Da Vinci.
Yeah. The thing is, it made the missions a lot easier. Like, there's one, I can't remember in which one it is. I think it's in 2. I can't remember if it's in 2 or Brotherhood. Like, there's a bloke on a ship just, like, out of reach, which you have to get to. But if you leave, you're, like, almost immediately detected if you leave, like, a crowd or something. So I just got in the cloud closest to the ship, aimed, shot, and then jumped in the water and swam away.
Quick, I need to escape here fast. Let's jump in the water and do a breaststroke.
Well, they didn't catch you that way. They didn't shoot at you or anything, so you could. It's like Watch Dogs. If you want to get away with something, just jump in a ship and like on the boat and go out of the city for a while.
Yeah. Oh dear. What are your overall thoughts about this game coming out for last or current gen?
I think it's a money making technique, and it's also a fan service thing. Well, maybe not fan service as the best way to put it, but it's a way to keep the fans who haven't got next gen consoles like now ready for Assassin's Creed Unity. So they want to keep them playing the game so they can still make money. But I just feel like it's almost a like Templar version of 4, and I think it's not going to be something worth the money as soon as it comes out.
I completely agree. This is definitely a money making scheme. I will get it. I will get it when it's cheap, and I will play it and be disappointed.
Yeah, I'm just very nervous because he's from all the trailers and stuff. The Templar is very kind of, I have my rifle, like that whole speech from Jarhead or whatever.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes me nervous because I want less guns in Assassin's Creed. I want it to go back to what we're getting in Unity, by the looks of it anyway, where it's more swords and then we got that little crossbow thing. But
even that's got some guns. Wait, it was the French Revolution. They had musket rifles as well, didn't they?
I can't remember. I never studied it.
I'm thinking back to Lemez, to be honest.
Yeah. They had muskets.
They had like the rifles. So at the very least, it's going to be single shot guns, like from 3.
Yeah.
Opposed to the strapping every pistol you can to yourself. So, yeah, I don't know. We're not going to move away from guns. They're running out of places to do it. Yeah. And it's only going to go more into like recent times.
Yeah.
In 20 games time.
Yeah, I agree. But I think that's a good place to leave it, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Alright then, well, thank you for listening. Be sure to check out the full episode on soundcloud.com/freefpc, and also we're on iTunes. Follow us on Twitter @freefpc podcast. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your mother's dog, all that crap.
Everybody that cares.
Even the ones that don't care.
Just tell them.
Yeah, just start shouting it out of your window. No,
that's not crazy at all.
Yeah,
do that.
If you live in London, just start shouting at passers-by. It's just natural.
Yeah.
You get that in London.
Just what happens.
Yeah. But until next time, I've been Alex.
And I've been Tom.
And we shall see you next time.
Bye.